What is going on, betting people? It is your boy UTA. Thought we'd start a little YouTube for the big one, the big World Cup that starts in a couple of days. It is currently Friday the 18th of November. The first game is on Sunday. We have got one game and one bet. Let's get into it. First game we have on Sunday, there is only one game, and it is the host Qatar against Ecuador. We have ranked 50th in the FIFA rankings against ranked 44th. A lot of controversy and politics going into this one, but I'm ready to see some football, ready to see the players get on the pitch and actually play some football. Quick little side note, hosts have actually never lost their opening game, and there is only one host in South Africa who failed to make it out of the group stages. So Qatar have got a big host record to live up to. Whether they will do that is another question in a very tough group for them. But we'll see. Qatar have actually had more preparation as well for this World Cup than any other team. They came together as a team, I think, in mid-September. So they've had quite a deal longer to prepare for this one game and prepare for the tournament in general. But yeah, let's get into it. Our first bet for the big one will be this. Ecuador, 1 goal in the second half. Minus 110 on Caesars. Not all sports books are offering this line as of yet. It may change closer to the time. I think most of the lines are probably out there. But yeah, we got this one on Caesar. I think great value. I think they also do it on DraftKings, a little less, maybe like minus 115 as it stands. These can always change. But yeah, we've got two teams today, two attacking teams from what we've seen previously. Qatar coming into this winning 4 out of 5 of the last matches, all international friendlies, of course, so take from that what you will. And Ecuador, I think, haven't lost in 6, drawn 4, won 2. They came in with a great record through the World Cup qualifiers. Joint third best defence or goals conceded, and then joint second with Argentina most goals scored. They had a little revamp in 2020. A new manager came in and sort of pushed some of the older boys out, give some of the younger boys a game, and it seems to be doing some wonders. They do average as the team, I think, one of the youngest teams in the tournament. I think the USA are probably up there as well. But plenty of young guns in this. They do have, obviously, Enner Valencia up top, one of the older, experienced guys who's been playing well for Fenerbahce. Hopefully we'll see, him have a decent tournament. And yeah, so Ecuador, actually looking at the stats, Ecuador actually scored in the first 45 minutes in 9 out of 13 games where they've scored. They've scored in the second half in 6 out of 13. Now, you're saying with the stats, obviously, I was looking at the first half, it's also plus money on a lot of books. But I think the second half, there's a reason it's not as juiced, because we can sort of get a feeling for the game. And there may be also some live play spots as well. But any sort of situation, as long as it isn't a blowout, can sort of feed into this bet for us. Qatar end up, going at the half 1-0 up. Ecuador do have to push in the second, and you'd imagine they do try and create at least some openings, at least some chances. If it's 0-0, again, it could very well be a cagey game, even though they're both attacking teams, because this is one. Neither team wants to lose. Both teams sort of need this if they are going to get through the group stage. This is, the first game, but it's also the biggest game for these two teams, because these two are the underdogs in that group. Everyone's expecting Netherlands and Senegal to walk through. I think, I personally think Ecuador can cause a lot of teams some problems. But this is a big game for both of them. So it's tough to say whether they're going to come out and there's going to be loads of goals or there's going to be no goals, because teams, they might be very scared to sort of lose this one, that it's a very cagey affair. I could go either way. As soon as a goal goes in, it should open up a little bit more. Well, yeah, Ecuador also average 11, just over 11 shots in most games, with 4 of them usually on target, and they also actually scored in 13 out of their 18 World Cup qualification games. I do think they score in this one. I'd be surprised if they didn't score a goal. And like I said, now once we've hit that first sort of half, we see how it's going. There's some changes. Hopefully there's a likelihood that we can start the tournament off with a bang. Start off with a win, start off with some money. That's what we're here to do. Little side note, I'm not a professional gambler. I just do this as a hobby on the side. I like a little betting, makes the games more interesting for me. So you tail at your own risk. It is your money. You do what you want with it. But yeah, these are just my opinions. If you like that, please go follow me on Twitter, UTA_betting. That is where you'll find all the updates, all probably bets that I might not be able to post on YouTube, any changes that might happen if there's anything like last minute or anything in that lineups that causes the bets to sort of change. But yeah, that is where you'll find everything out, and that is where I spend most of my time doing this. So yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff, and let's start the tournament off with a bang. And as always, let's cash.